Well, let's see if we can get this out of the mold. I did one the other day and I popped it out. Everything was good, but I cracked it right here. But to be honest with you, that little split doesn't affect the flange. You know, when you clamp this down, it's still good. So I think going forward, these plates, instead of being 360 surrounded with plastic, you could make it in a two-part plate. And with a configuration like this wheel pant, where it's basically elongated, the two parts would allow you to control your flange. So that's a little thought going forward. So let's see how this comes out. Like I said, if I crack this plate, it's no big deal. So the PVA allows a really good release. Now the tricky part is what happens when this epoxy wraps around the other side of this. So you sort of have to push on it a little bit, you know, try to wiggle it loose. Now I've got PVA on this plate also, so that helps. Now the next step would be see if we can clean up some of this overhang. All this has got to be trimmed. It's easier really to trim the glass coming around the flange than it is without the flange. And obviously the benefit is no seam tape. So this is what I'm trying to get through there. And that's where I cracked the plate before. So we got that out okay. Now, this is what I was talking about. Still needs to be trimmed. I've got a nice little flange here all the way around, but all this up here needs to come off, so I go ahead and trim down pretty close. A little squeeze out right in that spot. The reason why I did it this way and brought the glass over the edge of the flange is it was too time consuming to actually position the glass under the flange once this was laying on top of the mold, trying to get that glass strip underneath. So I added these little strips first. I went around the perimeter like this, got the 360, and then I put this down, and then I put the Cabosil epoxy mix underneath the flange to create the blend there, I guess you could say. And then the glass, 2 layers, just went right through the top here and sticking out like you saw it. So the next step is to actually sand this little edge down, and I want to sand it to where the sandpaper just starts to scuff up this flange right here, and that gives me a good glue surface. And then these will come together, and there'll be enough glue service without the tape. You can see they're already clicking together pretty good right in here. Hope that helps. It's a work in progress.